So welcome to our Math 9 review today. I am your teacher, Jonel V. Esponilia. So let's start the review. Number one, what is the index of fourth root of 16x to the fifth power? So when talking about the index, we're referring to a number on the upper left of this expression. So the answer is okay, that is 4. So here 4 is our index, 16x to the fifth power is our radicand, while our exponent is 1. Next, so what is the radicand of the same expression? The answer is 16x to the fifth power. Next, how about if we're going to know the result of this expression? So to find the result, all you have to do is to make your index and exponent the same, okay? So that the answer is the radicand. So our index here is 4 and our radicand is 16x to the fifth power. So out of 16, we're going to find factors of 16 in which we find for the same factors. So in this case, we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, that is 16 or 2 raised to the fourth power. And then this x to the fifth power will be dissect into factors in which one of the factors contains 4 exponent. So that is x to the fourth power times x. So the answer is 2x, fourth root of x. Next, what is the equivalent of cube root of 16x to the seventh power? So here we're going to simplify the radical expression. Our index is 3, then our radicand is 16x to the seventh power. So out of 16, we will find factors which are common. So 3 times. That is 2 times 2 times 2 gives us 8. Then times 2 times x raised to 3 times x raised to 3 times x. So the answer is 2x squared cube root of 2x. Next, what property for radicals hold in this equation? Cube root of 2x times cube root of 5x or 5x is equal to the cube root of the product of 2x and 5x. So the operation here is multiplication, and the result for multiplication is product. So the correct answer is product property for radicals. Next, what is the sum of cube root of 2x plus 4x cube root of 2x? So in adding and subtracting radical expressions, we need to identify first the radicand and the indices. Okay, if radicands and indices are the same, then we can simplify them by adding. Okay, so to find the sum, again, we must know the radicand of two radical expressions. If they are the same, then we can combine both radicals. If not, we cannot combine those radicals. So in this case, our indices are 3 and our radicands are 2x. So they are the same, then we can simplify. In the first addend, we have 1 cube root of 2x, and the second addend, we have 4x cube root of 2x. But the number or variable or expression before your radical expressions are not the same, then we cannot combine those. Okay, so one is whole number, which is 1, and the other contains a variable, which is x. So final answer for this is okay, so we have 1 plus 4x, 1 plus 4x, or the sum of 1 and 4x cube root of 2x. Next, one of the addend of 14x cube root of 5x is negative 12x cube root of 5x. What is the other addend? So the operation here is addition, and our addend, one of the addend is 14x cube root of 5x. and the sum is negative 12x cube root of 5x. So to find the other addend, all we have to do is to what? To to subtract negative 12x cube root of 5x and 14x cube root of 5x. So the answer is 26x cube root of 5x. So this one comes up by subtracting 14x cube root of 5x and negative 12x cube root of 5x. So 14 minus negative 12 is positive 26. Next, one of the factor of cube root of 125x to the 6th power y to the 8th power is cube root of 5xy. What is the other factor? Operation here is multiplication. So we have the following factors. One is cube root of 5xy and the product is cube root of 125x to the 6th y to the 8th. We need to know the other factors. So the inverse operation of multiplication is division. To find the other factor, simply divide 125 by 5. Since these radical expressions have the same indices, which is 3, then we can divide both numbers. So 125 divided by 5 is 25. Same goes through with the variables. So x to the 6 divided by x. By loss of exponent, we will simply subtract the exponent. So 6 minus 1 is 5. So that means exponent of x is 5. In y to the 8 divided by y, same process applies. We simply subtract 8 and 1. 8 minus 1 is 7, and that is the exponent of y. Therefore, the other factor is answer cube root of 25 x to the 5th y to the 7th. Next, okay, for the vocabulary. It is a term found under a radical symbol. Answer radicand. Next, it is the smaller number that is placed at the top left of the radical symbol. Answer index. Next, in cube root of 3 ABC plus cube root of 24 ABC, what type of radical is it? So here we cannot judge or we cannot identify easily if they are unlike radicals, okay? So we need to simplify first the second of addends, which is the cube root of 24 ABC. Cube root of 24 ABC is also the same as cube root of 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times ABC. And the simplified form for this is 2 cube root of 3ABC. Since they have the same indices of 3 and they have the same radicand of 3ABC, this is, answer is, like radicals. Because they have the same radicand, which is 3ABC and index of 3. So here naman, another example. How about in cube root of 2ABC and cube root of 16ABC? Again, we cannot easily judge these radicals if they are like or unlike unless we simplified them. So in cube root of 16 ABC, the simplest form for this is 2 cube root of 2 ABC. Radicands are not the same, therefore this is unlike radicals. One radicand is 2ABC, while the other radicand is 2ABC. This is unlike radicals. Next, we will convert cube root of 125x to the 7, y to the 9th, z to the 12th into exponential expression and simplify this. So here we will apply the nth root of a to the nth power. If the index and exponent are the same, then the answer is the radicand. So to simplify, next, okay, so index here is 3. Your index becomes the denominator of your denominator of your exponent. Radicand is 125x 7th y to the 9th z to the 12th. This will become your base of your exponential expression, and the exponent of your radicand becomes the numerator of your exponent. Final answer is 125x to the 7th y to the 9th z to the 12th raised to 1/3. Next, Mr. Nell is calculating the speed of a tsunami. The formula is speed is equal to square root of 9.8 meters per second squared times the distance, where this is ocean depth in meters. In this case, the ocean was 1,500 meters deep. How fast was the wave? Next, so to solve for this, simply substitute the value of the in this formula. So this will become next square root of 9.8 times the d, which is 1,500. Next, the product is 14,700. Next, and the square root of that is approximately equal to 121.24. Thus, the wave is 121.24 meters per second. That's the speed of the wave. Next, the area of a rectangle is given by area is equal to length times width, where L is the length and W is the width. Find the area of a rectangle if its length is square root of 24x centimeters and the width is square root of 8x centimeters. Next, so when we talk about the area, that is simply length times width. A given length, which is square root of 24x, multiplied by the given width, which is square root of 8x. Next, apply the product property for radicals. So 24 times 8 times x variable times another x variable. Next, 24 times 8 is 64 times 3, then x squared. So simplify, square root of 64 is 8, square root of x squared is x. So the remaining radicand will be 3. So the correct answer here, area is 8x square root of 3 square centimeters.